How's it going, everybody? I wanted to talk about what is a scam online and how to stay safe when you're looking at investing in courses and products and whatever the case is. I think this is kind of an interesting topic because somebody emailed me this question, and if one person's thinking, a lot of people are thinking of it. So I figured I'd, chime in, and we're doing this live right now. This is an impromptu live. I didn't have this scheduled, so if you missed it, you missed it. It's all good. Those of you who are just surfing YouTube, checking stuff out, watching videos, I see you all coming on right now. So say what's up in the chat box. Replay viewers, I'll put a link in, or I'll put a timestamp. It'll be the first comment, so so when this officially gets started and when I actually start talking about it, you can just skip ahead and you don't have to pay attention to me chit-chatting with everybody here. Why did that work? So when you are on, say what's going on. Hey, Maddie, how are you doing there? I don't know if I've seen you on any live streams before. Where's my phone at? All right, whatever, it's all good. All right. Cool. So what makes something online a scam? All right, good. Looks like we're good. Looks like we are good in the YouTube world. Okay. Usually at work when, yeah, I know. I used to hate that too. I never figured out the whole notification thing. When I'd be watching videos, like, man, they were live. I had questions for them or whatever. So I'm trying to do more live streams at different times throughout the week to try to cater to the global audience. So more people can get on and get questions answered and everything. But so this somebody emailed me and they said, "Hey, Emeka, tell me the real deal. Is I think they were kind of directing it more at my self-published and Blueprint, my publishing course versus publishing as a whole. Is it a scam?" And it's funny because I used to work with vector marketing back in the day. 12 years selling knives, freaking awesome. And oh my God, day in and day out, people are like, this is not a scam? Isn't that a scam? People think, what people don't understand, people just automatically assume it's a scam, it's wrong, it's different. Things that are different, things that aren't done a certain way, the way society wants it done or thinks it should be done, people think it's wrong. People think it's a scam. It's funny how the mind works. And online, I think that's one of the reasons. Like, my mom still doesn't go online because she thinks it's all unsafe. And if you think back to the early days, those of you who are old enough to remember the early days of the internet, right? So, like, there was always so much warning about you have to be safe online and this scam and that scam and all of that, and is your information safe? And I don't think you still need to be safe. You still need to watch yourself, but it's not as dangerous anymore because there are certain safeguards that come into play. For me, whenever I'm going to buy something online, let's talk about products, courses. There's one determining factor that I use, and this is the same one that I hope people people, whether you're buying my stuff or other people's products, there's one determining factor I've always used to determine whether or not I'm going to give somebody, my money. And it's never their refund policy. Usually I don't care. It's whether or not I can buy into that individual. That is always being the most important thing for me. Whether or not I can buy into that individual. If I can buy into that individual, if I can watch their videos and I can, one, relate with them, two, I understand the message that they're coming across with, and three, it's kind of like that just X factor, right? You just kind of get that feeling from them. I will gladly part ways with my money to purchase their program, their course, whatever the case may be. That's how I determine whether or not, I'm going to go with something. When you're looking at how to make money online, and you're trying, don't waste your time thinking about, okay, well, does this way work or this way works? All of them work. They all work, right? It's not rocket science. It's whether you're doing Shopify, you're doing Kindle publishing, you're doing Amazon FBA, you're doing drop shipping, you're doing, what are the other, you want to go the agency route with social media and Facebook ads. Crypto is not really online. Well, in a sense, it's not the same type of thing that we're talking about, but all of those ways that I talked about, they all work and they all make money online. And there's 100 people selling different courses, right? You just got to go with the person that you're relating to the most. There's certain people that have different, that I follow online. I follow them because I can relate to them. I like the message that they're saying. It might not even be that their information is the best info, but I kind of, let's just look past that and go with, okay, well, you know what, my gut tells me this, and yeah, they seem like they're getting the results and everything, and I just go with that. And that's what I really think most people should really kind of go with when you're determining, okay, is this going to be a scam or is that going to be a scam? I don't think you need to have your guard up as much anymore. Just go with people who you trust, as much as you can trust them online. If you don't trust them online, well, you probably haven't been watching enough of their stuff. I don't, let's see who's all viewing here. I don't know how much you guys trust me, but I know this. All of the people who have bought my course definitely trust me. Otherwise, they wouldn't have parted money with, parted money to purchase the course. That's, that's a big thing. And there's been people online where I've been thinking about buying their stuff. It seems like it's a good idea, but I can't relate to them. Or I don't like their message coming across. Or, I've watched some of their videos and there's just something about them that just doesn't sit right. And those are people I'll probably never, ever, ever end up purchasing anything from them. Just because something doesn't sit right. Unless I know, a good friend or something has gone through it and they're like, no, once you go through it, it's completely different and whatever the case may be. But, is something a scam online? How to tell if something's a scam online? God, don't Google it. Don't rely on Google. That's just bad because everything's a scam on Google. You can just type the word scam after anything. It'll be a scam, right? It'll be a scam because here's one thing I wanted to mention. There is a guy. There is this. I was watching this video. I was following this one guy online, and he does FBA and some stuff. And there was a video that came up. It was a related videos, and it said, "Is so and so a scam?" And so I was like, "Yeah, let's watch this and find out." And I already made my judgment on this individual. That I'm like, no, he's a legit guy. It just, I can see through it. He's legit. And so I'm watching this, and this guy is going off, and he's saying there's no way this person can make X amount of dollars on Amazon because they only have this one account, and I found all of their products, and this and that. And I'm like, two things. One, this guy was trying to come out with his own competing course. So, of course, he was going to he was trying to call his competitor a scam. But Two, here's the deal with myself and with anybody that you're following who has a course, an info course, or selling something on their channel, right? We will always show a certain amount of our products that we're using. Like I show certain books online publicly. You know, there will be, if somebody's selling FBA stuff, they will show some of their products. They will never, ever, ever show their money-making products. The story was talking about this one guy who was trying to out this other guy. He was saying, oh yeah, he only owns this one. I found his LLC. It was under his name. But you didn't find the 4 other LLCs that he has set up under completely different names for this exact reason. And it goes back to, yes, he was just trying to sell his own course, and he was just trying to feed off the traffic that one individual is getting. But the reason nobody will ever show their money making, like their absolute best niche or whatever, is because it's bad for your business, right? As soon as you find out what's like wolf mugs. Alex Becker does the wolf mugs. I'm sure everybody's seen wolf mugs by now, or some of the ads, right? How long was Alex selling wolf mugs before he started making video ads about wolf mugs? A long ass. He had made so much money selling the product and had built such an authority for them. He can share that with anybody. Nobody's going to be able to really cut into a significant amount of his pie. But, I'll tell you, he's not going to share what his main bread and butter products are right now. It's just not smart business. So it always kind of bugs me a little bit when people are like, oh, well, they can't be making this much off this, or they can't, they only talk about this, but I looked at their books and they're like, look at one of my books that I talked about in my videos. It's crap. It's crap. It's a crap book. Okay, because they were my first few. Like, they're not that great. They were my first few books, but they're my books that are up there that do something. They make a couple bucks a month, but they don't pay the bills. They're not like, I want $4,000 from publishing this month. Those books are going to attribute maybe $50. No, probably no. Honestly, maybe it's about $50. The books that I show in my videos, they'll probably attribute about $50 to the $4,000. The other $3,950, it's going to be coming from one main niche, the other niche that still does like maybe like a couple hundred, like maybe $400 or $500 a month, and then a new niche that I'm starting, my 5th or 6th pen name that I'm starting. So yeah, it bugs me when people are like, is this a scam? Well, use your common sense and think about it. Hey, when I started my online journey, and I only had I had $300 saved. That's all I had to spend online. I started with the Project Life Mastery route. Started with Stefan's product. One, I related to him right away. And I just watched a ton of his stuff, and I was like, yeah, no, okay. This guy, he's consistent in all his videos. The same message is coming across. It's legit. I just don't, for the life of me, understand how people can call like somebody like that, like a scam artist, or whatever the case is. I'm like, oh, you poor soul. You need so much more help than you actually realize. So, what do you guys think in the comments? I know there's only a few of you watching. Maybe it's a horrible time to do a live stream, but what do you think in the comments? What do you think, those of you watching the replay, what do you think? Are you worried about online scams as much now still? Am I just completely wrong? Should I be way more careful online? My wife has an issue buying things off Amazon that's not shipped directly from Amazon. I didn't even realize that was a thing until I started looking at selling products on Amazon. I had no clue. I thought when you buy something on Amazon, it just comes from Amazon. And she's like, no, it can come from another company. I'm like, Well, but Amazon's dealing with it. Like, who cares? Who cares who's shipping it? As long as it's coming from Amazon, right? But yeah, no, I have to. It's like, no, it's okay. Who cares who it's coming from? We're buying it on Amazon. Amazon takes care of you, right? If anything happens, they'll refund you. They'll send you another product. Amazon takes care of you. It's customer experience. That's what Amazon cares for, right? So let's check this. Maddie agrees with me. Yeah. So it was just, honestly, I don't get a lot of like, hey, is your thing a scam questions a ton at all, but it kind of just brought me back to, brought me back to the Vector days, and it's so funny. It's so funny. I won't really get into it, but it's Vector's direct sales company, right? You set up appointments, you go home, or you go to people's houses and you sell knives, and the best freaking knives, hands down. But, it's funny. I talk to parents who are like, oh, I want my kid to get a regular job and work at Tim Hortons. I'm like, fuck. Really? Instead of an actual job to learn skills. But it's all good, right? It's all good. Let's take a look at, right? It's easy. Nowadays, it's easy to lie on the internet. It is easy to lie on the internet still, 1 million for freedom, but I think it's easier to get caught lying on the internet now more than ever before because of social media, right? Because you have to lie on every single platform, right? Like, I get it. I'm sure there's people who, like, let's talk about monthly reports. I'm sure there's ways I could fake my numbers doing monthly reports to show my numbers being way higher than they are. I'm sure there's ways if I could figure out Photoshop, I'm sure I could fake my numbers. But what? Why? Like, are more people going to want to buy my course? But then won't people just realize, oh crap, my stuff doesn't work. I don't want to, right? Like, wouldn't that just end up tarnishing my name and my brand is my name? The last thing I want is to be tarnished, right? Like, so I don't know. Let's check out what the comments say. I think that people who take so much time to trash another person making money in the exact same niche probably spend more time improving their own products. Bang on, Maddie. Love it. Love it. Because everyone's going to learn from somebody different, right? Like, some of you are some of my students, or you might be learning off somebody else, but you're going to learn from whoever you can kind of relate with the most. Because I'm sure you think about going to school, right? You go to school and you have a teacher you just love that you connect with, and you're just absorbing all the information, but this person sitting right beside you, he's like, oh my God, this is the worst teacher in the world. Because you learn from different ways, right? Everyone learns from a different way. So I think what you say, if you were running your own race, you can't run in my lane and yours too. You're 100% right. You stay focused on what you're doing, and you're good to go. Love it. Love it. And those of you who are brand new or just joining, I was just talking about an email that I got from one of my, from somebody who's just watching, and just wanted to know if I was my course was a scam, if it was the real deal. Will you make money? Let's talk about that. Will you make money guaranteed with anything online? Right? You can take a course, whether it's $5 or $5,000. Can you make money with it? Can they guarantee that you'll make money with it? No, it's impossible. It's impossible. In fact, if somebody's guaranteeing you'll make money with it, that's a red flag. If they say guaranteed you'll make money with this, I'd run in the other direction, because it's impossible, right? You can give me like the best program in the world, I could mess it up because I'm a human, and I might apply the information differently. I might apply it the wrong way. Same thing, right? With my course, it works. It's what I've done. It's what lots of students have used to build their success with Kindle publishing. Doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You might just screw it up. You might just implement the wrong thing. In fact, I hope Alian doesn't mind me calling him out on this, but he's a great example. I did an interview. If you check it out, it's like the 2 Kindle courses failed me type thing. It's the thumbnail. Even in my course, he was doing one thing. He was just missing one thing. But then all of a sudden, he realized that one thing he was doing backwards. He switched it, and boom, Next month, I think, was his $1,000 month. All the information was right, but people apply things differently sometimes. So, but if you're watching, love ya. Don't mean to call you out here, but just needed the example. And you're a great one. All right, let's take a look. I agree on Maddie. Yeah. Yeah. We won't even give that time of day, right? Yeah. 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 It's you only have so much brain power and so much you want to focus on, right? Focus on the stuff that keeps you moving forward. That's going to help you, because why focus on the negative stuff or the whatever the case is? You just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. So that is cool. That is cool. Hey, I haven't even announced this yet, but when am I going to do it? On the 11th, on January 11th at 1 p.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, I'm going to be doing a goal-setting workshop type of thing. Just talking about how to hit your goals, how to, one, set your goals, but then how to actually hit and stick with your goals throughout the year over the next 12 months. So that'll be another live stream like this. It'll be interactive. You'll be able to ask questions and share your goals and get involved in everything. But I'm going to be doing that on, I believe it's actually, I think I already made the schedule on my channel. So if you go to live streams, or I don't know how you look up live streams, or I think it should probably just show up in your feed right away, and you just hit reminder and it'll email you, I think the day before or something like that. But yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because hey, new year, new year, new you. So hey everyone, let's just cut it there, right? I wanted to talk about the how to find out if something is a scam online. Honestly, just go with people that you can relate to. If you can relate to them, you kind of go with your gut feeling, and you go with that, you're good to go. So hey, thanks for taking some time here. I appreciate all of you. Subscribe if you're new and you haven't considered subscribing yet. Please do. And as always, hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. We can chat on this crazy journey we call life. Till next time, everyone. Take care.